What's up? What's up? What's up, man? It's your boy. It's the Mafia, man. It's time for that Culture for the Streets podcast. Y'all tune in. But before we get the show started, check this shit out.
Nigga like me, man, I love the game. I love the hustle. Be feeling like one of them ball playing niggas, you know.
Motherfucking Mike and Scott.
Yeah, you know a nigga got dough.
You wanna talk about ballin'?
But if I leave,
Hey.
fans still gonna love me.
Used to be using the shoe by the stack on my money back in the day. Thought it was safer than bitch get to acting like she ain't gon' give me no neck. I'd rather go and count me some paper than razor blade saving that work when I got it. Mama was mad I was serving narcotic, but what was I supposed to be doing when I could see money and I ain't got nothing in my pocket? I'm working it private like everyday nigga. We be on the block, nigga serving them Wacks. Bully be watching my pocket. I'm thinking about why that been winning my phone while I nodded. Dropping this dick on this little bitch that I had met. She had told me her nigga was locked up. I was gon' try to be sneaky and trap out the crib, but the way that my Wack be popular, you would've thought that a nigga was selling a doggy. It was cocaine that I rocked up, trapping up out of my spot with a latch on the door and a thick bitch on the couch. She wanna give me some pussy, but I only want her so I can put dick in her mouth. I was just fucking her friend last week on the low. Man, these bitches is hoes. Used to be wondering why my ex used to be tweaking. She fumbling off of that coke, coming up out of the bathroom after a shower, after she do a little powder, come in the room and be tripping and wonder why nigga got 25 bitches cooking and whipping his work up, and she don't even wanna come do the dishes. Phone going off while I'm whipping this work in the microwave, nigga, you know how I do it. Hung up the phone on this bitch I was talking to, pay attention to this work when I whip it up. Never had a silver spoon in my mouth, selling this work every day till the work gone. 2 or 3 iPhones still in my pocket, still I do all of my business on flip phone.
Yeah, we back. That was music by me. Y'all make sure y'all go check that shit out, man. I'm in all platforms, man. We got a whole catalog of shit, man. We pushing it to the limit. Anyway, let's get into it. I got some shit I just been looking at, man, about this Wack100 and Hassan Campbell back and forth. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting to think, like, what if this was the perfect plan to cause controversy to make money off of? So let's just be honest. Both parties are making money off of this situation. Hassan channel blowing up, Wack blowing up over social media, from Twitter to Instagram to Facebook to YouTube, Clubhouse. He monetizing a lot of that shit. They monetizing a lot of that shit. So I've been seeing and hearing a lot of shit, and I'm starting to think the more I go back and listen to the talking on the tape and all of that shit, it's starting to kind of sound, because you'll hear Wack100 make some points about certain things, but then when he go real left a lot of times, he do say a lot of crazy shit, and some of the shit don't be making no sense. Like, for instance, when he said he was walking and he felt some wind and he turned around and asked niggas if somebody swung on him. We all seen you get hit on social media, but you're telling Hassan that nobody hit you, you just felt wind. But the public seen you get hit. So you fed a lie to him and he put it to the world. So I'm starting to think like everything he said was not a truth. Now, I ain't gonna say everything he said was a lie, because some of that shit might be true. What's true and what's a lie? Some of the shit you can cipher out to be the lies, and some of the shit you can cipher out to be what might be a truth. But some of that shit you can't cipher out for shit what it really is. You see what I'm saying? And as far as I'm concerned, I'm looking at it like, what if the best way for you already mess with academics. The next nigga under him on YouTube is Hassan. You see what I'm saying? So you get academics under your shoulders, then you get into it with Hassan, you're going to still be able to go over here and fuck with academics and do business and get money. The chaos between you and Hassan, so big on the internet, is viral every day. It's been viral for about 6 days, 7 days, something like that. Close to it anyway. And it benefit all of y'all, even DJ Academics, because that was his podcast. It's gonna make everybody go back to the podcast, listen to the podcast. He gonna do numbers. Wack gonna do numbers. Every time he pop up on some type of social media platform, Hassan's channel going to do numbers every time he cuts his power button on and go live. We talking about this man does 100K, 200K views easily every time. So this is just heavy content for him to talk about. But on the West Coast end of it with Wack100, is this a power move? And when I say power, not just business, like business power. What if this is a power move in the streets? Like, do he want to deactivate Wack100? Do Wack100 want to deactivate Big U's power in LA, as far as the Crips go? Because we all know it's in LA, it's more dominant, it's more Crip dominant than it is Blood. Though you had the Death Row run and shit like that, that didn't change too much or nothing. But Big U trying to get his feet in the game. Wack is in the game. To Wack, he like this big Blood. Over here, Big U, this big Crip. Now, what if it's a power thing going on right there? Like it's a chaos of power right there, where Big U trying to get in and get his hands wrapped around the game properly. Wack is in the game with his hands wrapped around the game like he wanted. And you just don't want him to have that same type of power you got. You see what I'm saying? I almost feel like that's what it is. That's part of it. That's not all of it, but that's part of it. And they continue to go back and forth. Hassan claims to have extra recording footage on the phone on his Patreon. You got to go to the Patreon and pay for it to be able to listen to it. Now, I don't know if that's true or not because I haven't went to his Patreon. But once again, like I said, don't that seem like they passing out the collection plate at the church right there? Because he trying to feed you extra news at a cost. Monetary gain. I'm pretty sure Wack got something set up where he raking in a whole bunch of money from all this viral shit. Keep in mind, not only did they rack up a lot of digital traffic and rake up a lot of money over social medias and digital platforms because of this chaos and this beef and this disagreement they got. They all making money off of it though. So it's almost to the point where we know we can make hundreds of thousands arguing with each other for about a week or two. That don't sound like a bad plan because y'all gonna make even more money if y'all hash this shit out. You see what I'm saying? Controversy over the internet sells. So if you can drag it out, that's more money. Then when you make peace of it, that's more money. So at the end of the day, they could have had a real disagreement. It could be some real disrespectful things that were said to each other that ignite this shit. But who's to say this wasn't one of these niggas' plans? Whose plan was it is the whole issue. Because we don't know. Hassan is a YouTube genius. Wack100, don't get him fucked up. He's a hustling motherfucker. He know how to manipulate his way into some money in the business world. So at the same time, we might have all overlooked the bigger picture when this shit first happened, even me. And I went viral off this shit. You see what I'm saying? But that might have been me rushing into some shit because I seen the opportunity without possibly not even seeing the real big picture of what's really going on for real. You see what I'm saying? Now I'm sitting here thinking like, damn, did Wack throw Hassan the alley-oop? Or did Wack tell Hassan to record this and I'm gonna feed you a bunch of bullshit and then you gonna put it out and then this shit gonna be controversial, then we gonna fake beef and then we gonna break up the numbers? That's how I'm thinking. That's how I'm starting to look at this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because the chances of somebody getting hurt between the two, from the point they left the podcast of DJ Academics podcast, the chances of them just purposely bumping into each other to have some real life smoke is slim to none at this point. Hassan from the East Coast, New York, Wack from the West Coast. Hassan don't really got no reason to go to California. Wack got more of a reason to come to New York. You see what I'm saying? But I'm really starting to look at it like, you know how two artists, like say a Future and a Lil Uzi Vert, make a quick mixtape, and how the people in the music game will critique their album and say, that was just a money grab. That was just a money grab. That ain't, that, to me, that ain't no real album. That was just a money grab. What if this ain't nothing but a money grab? Because these are two big names. Even though Wack100 is not a YouTuber, he's a big name in the industry. He got big artists. He managed big artists. He get big artist deals. He worked with Cash Money. You see what I'm saying? He got things going on. So it's like, is this a money grab? And is it a power struggle going on in California? Is do Big U, do Wack100 want to have the same reign as Big U allegedly has? Because I almost feel like that. Wack100 ain't from no super big gang. He ain't from no super big set. If you know about gangs, you know that gang. You know his set in the Valley ain't even big like that. You see what I'm saying? Hold no weight over California gangs. You see what I'm saying? Over LA gangs. But sometimes you could see a boss, feel like you a boss. Your power just might not be where his power at without the money. And you got to understand this. When you got power without having money, getting some money gonna make you dangerous. Wack got a lot of money right now, but he don't have the Big U power. Now, Big U with the power he got without having the money Wack got, getting into the millionaire world as a millionaire and having the power that he has and the influence he got in the street, bro, everybody better watch out. A lot of people better watch out. You become more of a threat because you already had power before you ever had money. Wack got money, but he don't have that power. He can do certain things with his money and make certain shit move, but when you got power before you got money, that's a different type of power. And I could see Wack100 because he feel like he this big homie type of motherfucker too, even though in the eyes of the public, hell no. But think about it. When two people, you got one nigga get money, one nigga ain't get money in the street, right? These niggas like brothers, they so close. But you get money, he fucking off his money. You keep getting money, he keep fucking off his money. So you keep going up, he keep staying down. Eventually, he gonna start getting animosity towards you because you're not fucking off your money. You get money, you stacking up your money, you progressing, you moving forward. But now he hates your guts for it because he can't get it right. This is almost the same situation, man, for real, for real. It's almost like Wack looking at Big U control shit without money and saying, damn, I wish I had it like that because he got money and he can't control shit like that. And like Boosie said, that right there develops hatred. We watching it right now. We watching it right now. It's been a reason for this man speaking on Big U as much as he has. You just been stacking up ammunition because you already wanted this nigga spot in the first place, and you ain't even no fucking crip. But the power level, you want the power Big U possesses without having to be a millionaire. I can see that. So if other people don't see that, they just overlooking the situation because they too caught up in the chaos about what these niggas going back and forth about, man. Niggas need to start paying attention what this whole triangle of shit going into. Because as far as this shit concerned, man, everything 6ix9ine said, ain't nobody paying no fucking attention to that bitch ass nigga. But everything Wack said about Big U and everything Wack and Hassan saying to each other, everybody paying that attention. Dig into that some more, man. You know what they say, man. Sometimes you gotta read between the lines. And in order for you to be able to read it between the lines, sometimes you got to read shit more than once, sometimes more than twice. So in order to understand this shit a little bit more, you might have to watch this shit more than once, listen to it more than once, watch that video more than once, listen to the recording more than once, because this shit bigger than what we all thought it was when it came out the gate. Even me, and like I said, I went viral off this shit. 136,000 views right now we at off talking about this shit. But I still feel like I failed to see the bigger fucking picture. You see what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit going on in hip hop, and we critique and we judgmental of a lot of motherfucking things. But we got to point out the rights and we got to point out the wrongs in this shit too. That's the problem. Ain't nobody really pointing out the rights and emphasizing that shit. Everybody pointing out the wrongs and everybody trying to, man, fuck all that shit. When we gonna grow up over these digital platforms, man? Because you got grown motherfuckers acting like kids, man. But you got kids acting more grown than the grown motherfuckers. The young rappers outside getting cool with each other, getting money together. In the 10, 15 years ago era of rap, niggas barely was fucking with each other. And because of that, it didn't show niggas, you didn't bring young motherfuckers in the game. You didn't do a lot of that shit. So in the game now, you got the young generation of artists moving like real grown ass bosses, and they really be kids. You got young millionaires outside that got the mentality of a 35-year-old CEO. They feeding they niggas. They take them out the hood, feed them, make sure they stay out the hood. They looking just as good as they looking. They put them in some kind of lane so they can get money. That's the shit you supposed to do. These older niggas that had the light at one point in time, whether it be hip hop, managing, running a label, they didn't do that shit. Why you think Dolph was looking so good as far as his career? Why you think Gotti doing so good as far as his career? Jay-Z, it's a lot of niggas doing good because they did help their circle. You can't help every motherfucking body, but when you motherfucking bring the niggas you came in with up, and some of them you ain't even gonna make it with. But when you bring the niggas that count through this motherfucker up, you can't be knocked from that. But at the same time, niggas will get jealous of you if you don't do things they feel you should do because you got money, or because you got this, or you got that. And in this case, like I said again, with Wack100 and Big U, I feel like it's a power thing, like a testosterone thing. These niggas is, Big U ain't got to do too much talking because his reputation speak for itself. As they would say in LA, he's reputable. You see what I'm saying? Wack ain't no goddamn reputable. All the OG niggas over there that talking about Wack say the nigga just a semi-truck driver. Ain't nobody giving us no reputable history of you. I never heard Big U not one time say, yeah, I heard Wack was on that side on the yard, nigga, tearing that bitch up, and none of that. We ain't heard no real war stories. You just doing a lot of talking about niggas, trolling niggas. You trying to shift niggas' energies, man. That shit dumb. You see what I'm saying? Because I don't know. It's too much influence right there. Both of y'all niggas got the influence to the point where y'all can make shit move just off influence. You got people on YouTube trying to be like Hassan. Whether Wack100 know it or not, he got people that's trying to be like him for what he does. You will influence at this point. With these niggas acting like kids, we watch grown men act like kids. And at the same time, are we even looking at the picture like we're supposed to be looking at it? Is this a scheme? Is this some kind of Bluff, they pulling on us to get some quick money out of it because you know clicks, reactions, comments, likes, shares, viral, all this shit equal money, bro. Just think about that shit. Like I said, sometimes to get what's in between the lines, you gotta read shit more than one time. I believe y'all with that.